Let's see how to remove the top cover, the bottom cover, this large one. I did also remove the rear motor cover to see the belts, but you don't need it for oiling. And let's see the oiling points on this sewing machine. So this one is a straight stitch, 534, made in Switzerland, was sold in Canada by Neki and Bernina network. It says there full circle or something like this. So first, the top cover, it's just lifted. There is two securing pins, but they may feel pretty stuck, so I suggest you just open the front cover and just use this corner to try to, maybe from here, to try to first detach this front pin. Sits about there, so just lift with some force. It should lift, depends. And then the rear one, maybe grab from the corner, again lift with some force, and up it comes. Those are the locking pins, if you want to call them this way. I'll show in a moment oiling points. Let's go for the bottom cover. As this machine, you cannot access it from underneath. This is just a big metal base which has some big screws underneath. Don't touch those screws, don't try to unscrew anything at the bottom of the machine. That's not how it goes. This cover is very tricky, manual doesn't explain it well. I'd recommend you first to remove. It's ideal to remove the needle unless you are very careful with your hands around so you don't puncture yourself. Move it upwards, top position, and then this presser foot is very easy to release. On this Bernina model, it's crazy, this design, I've never seen it before. Just lift this tiny tab and the presser foot just drops from there. Wow, look at this. So it has sort of a hole, there is a pin in there. Just align it with the pin, align it with the dog feed, make sure it's all the way up, and then lock this tab. And that's it, make sure it stays well. Impressive design. Anyway, at the front here we have this. There is a black tab right there. Let's see if I can have it. This is this one. Right in the corner here, really just there. You will need to pass your finger behind it and pull towards this side of the machine. Pull it. Now my cover, because it's already unstuck, it will pop, but yours will not pop. You just need to pull it, and then while this tab is in this position, you need to press upwards on the cover to make it pop like this. Again, yours is not going to move at first, so this is the movement here. Once it's popped, so have the tab towards, keep the tab in place like this. It's quite strong actually, it's pretty strong spring. And then with the other hand, try to lift the cover from here. Just lift it here, don't try to move it more. So it's about this much pops. And then it has a sliding tab underneath, so we just want to move it towards the front. Look what happens there. It slides out about this much, and then you may just remove from there. This is the sliding tab which goes underneath this notch there. Let's try to put it back in place just so you get the idea. It goes first, you need to slide it underneath the needle if you still have the needle in there. I would say perhaps if you have a dog feed, just make sure they are pretty low, right, or at the bottom, because they need to clear the plate. So when you put it back in place, make sure you aim that kind of notch in there. You just align it front and rear and just slides underneath there, and you need to push it all the way until it's matching the surface. It has to be this way, right, no gap. And then just pull on the lever again, keep one hand, pull it strong, then press downwards with force. It's going to make a click. It will make sure it stays in there, right, aligned, and just with force. It's strong, for whatever reason it's strong in there, right? So lever on. Wow, okay, well, that's some engineering there. Yes, let's undo it now. It's all metal, this machine, it's insane. This is metal, there's no plastic. This is 57, 58 production year, because I have the, actually it's not production year, it's purchase year, Bernina. I have the paper for the original buyer, and I was saying 58. Okay, so what happens in there, there is a lot of oiling points as you may expect. However, this great thinking from that era, I don't think today is the same. They put red dots on all and each oiling point. Red dots everywhere. Like, try to find red dots on a single machine unless someone, I don't know, did make their nails or something. There's no red dots on Singer machines, and not just Singer, Japanese too. Anyhow, it's up to you to fish for all of them, and what you need to do is keep rotating the handwheel to expose more and more dots. Look from the front as well, obviously you can tell them they are all there in packed. Now there are gears which take grease, not oil, and also there are a few dots. This cam I suggest you put grease, but if you are oiling it, oftentimes put oil as well, it's oil fine. There is two belts at the rear, hopefully they are strong enough. Two belts, top and bottom belt. There is also another oiling point here. So I keep the machine like this, you drop on, use a sort of a wire, deeper wire into your oil bottle. So machine oil bottle, and just so you aim with accuracy. More oiling points, one weird here, right there for some reason. Yes, just you really need to look around for those things. And I want to say something. Yes, there's more joints inside there, so basically in this area here, which are invisible. So my take here, engineering take, if you want, deep there, down at the bottom, just rotate the handwheel, see what's moving, and get a long piece of wire, a stiff wire, and just put a tiny droplet so it doesn't leak, and just try to aim with a flashlight at every rotating point. So it's just like hunting, right? You hunt, I don't like hunting, but so you aim at anything that rotates, moves in there. It's going to be oil at the bottom, no grease, hopefully. And careful here if you put oil so you don't leak it on the belt. That's not a good thing. And that's pretty much about it. Again, that oil hole as well in there. Yes, it's a very interesting design. There is one other oiling point right there. So look around, and one of the tricks, if you want, is oil it one day, put it on the table, forget it, come back the next day, and you'll find new points to oil. So that's how it goes. And again, this one being a straight stitch, I can tell you this design here, the connections, it's crazy. It's completely, and I repeat, completely different than any Japanese or Singer model. It's a completely different mechanical design, not for the top, but for the bottom end. And these are the 50s, if you want. When I believe the straight stitch was pretty much, the design was pretty much settled, right? It was the era of zigzag when they started with weird, very weird designs. If you want to see I'm not saying bad, just weird, unusual, complex, if you want, complex design of zigzags. First generations, not exactly the first generations, but among the first generations, look inside the 401 Singer. You will see how complicated it was. But obviously later on they simplified all those mechanisms and much less mechanical parts, movements, and more improvement. Okay.